We take our Irish heritage seriously. And yes, I actually do have an Irish heritage. My maiden name was Morphy, which is Murphy with an O. So it's okay. I'm allowed to wear green.
My daughter started going into that office when she was just 3 years old. And now 11 years I have worked, she's already 14, you could imagine. And I was there and they called me and they said that you have lost your job in restructuring. 11 years. It was really, really bad. Some of the staff has already changed. I was not emotional. Like, there were certain people who left already the company before me. I took 4 boxes, came home. Rushali was with me. And now I'm again bitten by a snake. I do not know what I have to do. Will you believe it that I've never been into an employment agency in 11 years in Canada?
If I meet someone and I'm talking to them at a networking event, I look at them and I notice a scar on their hand, on their chin, on their forehead, my eyes will slowly drift away from their eyes and stare at the scar. And then I have to tell myself, wait, that might be a little weird. So I make eye contact with them again. And I try my best to stay focused on their eyes, but again, my eyes drift away as I look at their scar. Now, in the right moment, I get to ask, so, what happened? And I remember one guy, a hockey player, is about 6'4", and he had this big scar on his chin. And so when I asked what happened, he sheepishly looked at me and said, "You should see the other guy."
The first year I was there at the zoo, I was supposed to bring out this cockatoo, beautiful white bird named Angel. I couldn't even get close to her, let alone bring her out for the show. She did not like women. Okay, that's great. So what am I supposed to use in the show? So that winter, I brought her home to work with her for the winter. I had one very large advantage. She adored Daryl. And I have pictures to prove this. He would have her up on his shoulder and she would cuddle in next to his neck. Or he would hold her in front like this and she would cuddle up under his chin. I mean, real sucky. But through the winter, with perseverance, patience, and a lot of bites, I was able to gain her trust, and I was able to hold her and pet her and use her in the shows. And he looked at me and said, "You know, you're not really fat. You just have big hips." I had lost 25 pounds. I was a size 9. That was as thin as I had been. And this boy couldn't see anything but my hips. I went home and I stood there and I looked in the mirror. Now you know you have a problem when even your reflection won't look at you in the mirror.
2002, and the year 2002, you actually had to order this car months in advance because it was a new model. And if you wanted the car, you had to order it months in advance just to get it. And when I put in the order, I would get this guy phoning from my wife's work. Oh, and he would phone the house and how excited he would get by seeing our car. And I'm thinking, well, why is this guy getting all excited about our car? What's so exciting about it? It's our car. Well, we ended up getting the car, and he drove us all the way from Toronto to Newmarket to go pick it up. And I'm thinking, what a beautiful, beautiful man. And 2 weeks later, my wife left with the car and left with this guy. And how he actually was there to drive to Newmarket to see his car. That this car was never meant for me and her. This was meant for them. They chose this car.
So I started thinking, there's somebody right now across the street there killing cows inside the building. And I'm wondering how they do it. And then I start to think about all these animal activist groups and them talking about, you know, how wrong they kill the cows. Like they should be killing them nicely. Like, how do you kill a cow nicely? I couldn't figure that out. So, but I'm sitting there watching, and then I'm thinking about, go back to thinking about them killing the cows. And here there's somebody in there, they kill a cow, then they kill another one, then they kill another one, and then they kill another one. And they just keep doing this day after day. And they don't even think about it. You know, it's just a job they have. right? And they have a family to feed and they have bills to pay. So every day they just go in there and kill cows and don't even think about it. Until one day, when they look into the eyes of one of the cows and see that the cow is actually a living creature and it has a personality. And they never seen that before. They never ever noticed it. But in that moment when they notice it, they decide they want to quit. They don't want to kill cows anymore.
I would like to thank this wonderful woman, yes, for putting up with me. She says, she hears me say, Mo Mondays is the favorite day, my favorite day of my life. Favorite day of the month. And I say, make every day a Mo Monday. She says, yeah, I really wish you did make every day a Mo Monday. Because when you're at home, not so much.
So let's bring all of my green St. Patrick's Day people back up on the stage. Come on. Get up. Yay, Mo Mondays! Happy St. Patrick's Day! Thank you, everyone. And as Michelle Nere says, make every day a Mo Monday. Thank you.